Hello there, this is Darth Rampage 07 coming to you today with another quick review. I got in from Zhou store the robot toys Zhou, and I'm gotta tell you guys, this thing is spectacular. I have already opened it and done some stuff. Get ready for filming. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching, and also thank you so very much for tolerating my animals and watching my videos. You guys totally rock. Real star of the hour is Zhou on the turntable. Gonna call him Tigatron the rest of the way out. I love how the box previews a feature that this guy has. This guy has plenty of features. Robot toys, you've got my attention. My eye is on you. Back of the box. Some craziness on the top. Bottom of the box. Like I said, I got this from Zhou store. It's also up at TF Safari, guys. Don't hesitate. This guy is great. I want to take a closer look at is these instructions. These things are nicely colored where you can see how things go. This feels very, a step above Magic Square even, and I'm so thoroughly impressed with this release, guys. You got your batteries and stuff. You got your data disk and all the other little features you can do with it there. Those batteries are teeny, so keep that in mind. And also on the turntable, we do have the figure itself. We do have, from that one episode, an actual transformable piece here that I'm going to try to do this on camera. And I don't usually do transformations, but you can actually get him to transform this just like you did in the show spoilers. So you get a Megatron head. That is really, really cool. And in line with that, you got the hacking device that will actually plug into his head. Very, very nice. And the dogs are going to bark in the background. Thank you again. You got a magnet data disk. This is like, the stuff he interfaces with in that cyberspace. It says cyberspace face, as this is actually blue versus the red that the other ones are. This one's red, it's on his head. These are red right here. You have his Snow Stalker face. You also have his Gur face. He's ready to fight and defend Snow Stalker's honor there. Alright guys, let's get into this bot here and let you see how awesome he is. That data disk will light up features on this, and I don't know that you can see it in the daylight there. I'll try to do some pictures here in post and stick one right here of this actually lighting up. And you can also tap it to his head and you get a light up feature there, but you're not going to get it out here in the sunshine, I don't believe. Very, very awesome that you got your data disk here that has the symbols and everything from that one episode in the cyberspace. And you get a missile pod that can fit on either arm with this stuff right here. And everything has a rhyme and a reason and a purpose with this figure and release. It's just so freaking awesome. I'm going to pull these little bits off right here. Probably shouldn't do this outside, but I wanted to go through that articulation, as articulation is key on this guy. This right here, is just a really, really awesome figure. So the way that things do there at the shoulders, you can get all the way around. You can get out the stuff to the full Mr. T. You get an incredibly insane elbow bend there. You do get, once you move the arms back, you get rotating wrist articulation. You get a finger opening and stuff. The four fingers together there. Clamps down on the weapon or anything. Really, really good. It's in the box, fresh out like this, and I was like, oh man, that stinks, because you got wrist articulation. No, you just got to slide that on down through there, and this thing is stellar, man. I absolutely love this figure. The head can do all kinds of cool stuff. You can look way up, like flying through the air, fighting pose kind of there. You can get this way, and you can get this way with your head articulation. The face is interchanged. Just simply pop this off out of the crown there, and you can get those different things. And then this is the other cool part here, guys. You can articulate this thing open right here. If I can just get it, it will articulate open. You can change the eye color and orientation. You can see it's kind of got the funny eye thing going on right there right now. I like how all that locks together in place and doesn't hinder the shoulder movement whatsoever. So awesome. You got all the way around the waist there. Really, really cool. You got a ab crunch that deep. I mean, it does some mold breaking, but I like the way that everything does clean up and tuck away on his back. That is freaking amazing that this does this, and it's not a parts former of sorts. And then you can, like I said, get those arms out there. You can get the full Mr. T and the full Van damage, and then some more. Oh my gosh, that's painful looking. and then you got upper knee transformation joint there. You got a double knee through the transformation joint there, and you get some really, really neat things going on with the foot here too, and its articulation as it gets all over the place, and it's on a ball as well, so you can get those A-frame awesomeness poses and everything that you could ever desire. This guy is stacked, and he is awesome. Just, I can hear the Blue Man Kuma coming off of him. But that's enough about the robot mode, guys. Let's get this guy converted over into his beast mode. For side note, here's those googly eyes and what it was alluding to on the front of the box art there. You can totally swap those eyes out. That is so freaking cool. And he's kind of cross-eyed right now. I'll get this fixed now. And here is Tigatron in his beast mode. And this is one of the best looking MP or even Legends beast modes ever. You've got very minimal robot kibble there in the buttocks area. But I mean, he even has quite a bit of articulation there. And another negative, if you have negatives, this cannot store anywhere in this, but it cleans up so good, I'm willing to forgive it. Let's take a look at that articulation, starting off with the head. So you got all the way open there, you got painted pink tongue. I can't remember if he has white teeth or if he has silver teeth, but like get the whisker details there on that. You can adjust these eyes. The eyes are articulated, like I said, or you can even have the red eyes if you want to have the virus in that one episode going on and going down. He can look up this far, way up like that. He can look down like this because he's more than Snow Stalker. And he does got a little bit of articulation when you do get it up here, and it will mold break. So you can get a little curious, you know, Tigatron, you know, prowling around and about. I could have swore that it had more to this than what I'm showing right here, but I mean, anyway, really, really freaking awesome. You get the ab crunch still inside the beast mode there. You can get the limbs out to there, and you got articulation up that far, back that far, and these can be swiveled around and posed however you see fit, which is really, really impressive, even for a legend scale figure. And like how stuff just kind of fills in the gaps as you go along there, and you got stuff that's engineered to give it the articulation that a lot of other figures don't got, even at the masterpiece level. You can swivel right here and do a little bit of mold break and get some other additional poses. You got this on a ball back here, so you can get some other stuff there. The foot is kind of fixed once it does, but I mean, that transformation into the foot to look like cat legs, done better than even the masterpiece. The tail has articulation. It can go down and tuck in that way, need to, and go back out like that and go up that high. So you can do different things with that tail section. That will come apart there. That will mold break, but there's a slot for everything in this beast mode, and that's what you look like on the bottom. A lot of people are not into beast formers. They should actually give this an actual chance. I mean, this thing really does impress me. Period. I mean, I can't get over it. I've been talking about it for 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Let's get this guy back into robot mode, do some final comparisons and final thoughts. And as promised, here are some final comparisons. Here he is with the original Kenner Beast Wars reissue. Kingdom Tigatron, which is obviously not aging very well at all. And the Takara MP, that is actually the fourth party knockoff. It was significantly cheaper. I just don't feel like shelling out all that money for the MPs. And that is why I'll probably be going with this guy and these other guys from now on. That's on Zhou Tigatron here in the Legend Scale Masterpiece. Look no further. This guy under 40 bucks is a no-brainer and a for sure real steal of a deal, and I absolutely love this figure. This is my favorite Tigatron to date. You saw my other Tigatrons, and they just can't shake a stick to what this guy offers, and the quality and the paint and the whole 9 yards. I highly recommend Robot Toys. I also have already got the Shadow Panther, the Cheetor 2-pack coming in from TS Safari. It wasn't at Shozy store, so I flipped over there and found it there. I've also got the red Primal coming. I've got the pre-orders in for Optimus Primal and Robot Toys, and I got the Megatron pre-order. So I think with those, I went ahead and paid for them. So whenever they do get in there, just go ahead and ship them. I'll get a tracking number, and Bob's your uncle. And this is just a really awesome thing, guys. That in this day and age, we're eating very well with the third party. Takara and wants to overcharge for their engineering that's not as good as this engineering here, and you get it for cheaper. and it even has light up functions that I will show in pictures there. The eyes have it. I mean, you got a cyberspace face, you got the original, you got the Snowstalker, and the Gur face. And this, like I said, this is really, really freaking awesome, guys. So I will be hopefully getting this edited really fast, getting it up even faster, and let you guys make that decision. I hope this helps you make that decision. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching, and that's going to wrap up Tigatron from Robot Toys there. Have a great day. Stay safe. Until all are one, guys.